gentlemen, doing an incredible job. Well, hello everyone. My name is Ben Murphy. That's Ben with a B. A lot of people hear my name and think I said Dan Murphy, though to be fair, that's usually at my AA meetings. And not that I'm drinking at the moment. My partner and I have been trying for quite some time now to have a baby. Sadly, very unsuccessfully. So we've been doing all the typical things, you know, blood tests, sperm counts, counselling sessions. The final diagnosis was we both have dicks. My partner, Matt, has the bigger diagnosis. And he's very sweet and he didn't want me to know. And I said, babe, it's okay. I can take it. I've just turned 40, which for gays is 80. So I'm becoming invisible, a little bit like my parents' love. And the attraction I'm getting from really attractive men is sort of receding faster than my hairline. So it's a bit of a worry, but it's fine. As I said, I am partnered almost happily. So I don't need to work out, eat right, or try. Yeah, 21 years we've been together. Yeah, thank you. We're not married, though I am still holding out for a really nice fingering. I remember like years ago when we first started dating and got together, I introduced him to my nan. She was not impressed. Have you noticed that grandparents, they're kind of a lot like a 90s romantic comedy? Sure, you've got really fond memories of it from your childhood, but when you go back for a revisit, you realise it actually stinks and is kind of racist. And Nan, she's like absolutely disgusted, and she's like, you guys are disgusting, you do it like animals, like dogs. Rather aggressive, but turns out she was right. After 21 years together, the only way we do it is doggy style. Yeah, I have to sit up and beg and he just rolls over and plays dead. So now, sex is back to how it was when I was 15, alone and in the shower. Except now, the water pouring down on me is tears. And the only way to get hard is if I have a blue pill. And even then I get bored and give up halfway through. Kind of like trying to watch the latest special from Hannah Gadsby. I just can't finish. Now, I got bullied a lot in school, which probably explains why I turned to alcohol a little later in life. Being gay and alcohol have a lot in common. Too much of it and you'll end up loud and dancing on a tabletop, wake up with a headache and a really bad taste in your mouth. The bullies used to call me Dover. Bend over. Hilarious. Though now, in certain groups, it's more of a polite invitation than an insult. So to combat the bullying, I took up boxing classes, but then I just got called Fruit Punch. And, it wasn't a pleasant time. It actually got really quite serious for a while there. So my parents were called into the school, and Principal Stevens said, Mr. and Mrs. Murphy, the abuse that your son is receiving daily is getting quite severe, and if things don't start to drastically change, we are going to have to take matters further. Thankfully, Mum and Dad really listened, and never again did they call me a faggot. Just a knock. By now, you've probably worked out I'm not like the many other queer comedians out there. I've got no agenda, and the only time I'm woke is in the middle of the night when I get up for the 7th time to pee. Don't worry, it's not medical. I often get my prostate checked, sometimes even by a doctor. The last one gave me 2 thumbs up. So what a treat that was. Though the fist bump was a little on the nose. I had a lovely dinner recently. I was getting served by this really flamboyant, out and proud gay man. He was so gay and unashamedly so, and it's sad to say that it made me kind of jealous. I looked at him and I just thought he's lived his entire life feeling seen and validated. His parents probably wore Love is Love and Ally shirts when mine wouldn't even wear seatbelts and would blow smoke in my face. This young man has lived his life without fear of things like bowling alleys and how if you go to them you can catch AIDS. He doesn't even really know what it is. He probably thinks it's the new 2-door sports car that his best friend they them drives. Get from A to B in your new Honda HIV. Anyway, as I said, I'm getting older, which is tough. I didn't realise I'd become so out of touch and have guess classed as a daddy now and not the sort my parents had hoped for. Even the Sebastians at the airport check-in desk, because they're always called Sebastian, I don't even get any attention from them anymore. The Sebastians who I used to be able to flirt with and get a flight upgrade now look at me and they go, "And are you going to be okay taking the stairs? Because you'll be sitting at the rear of the plane." The rear of the plane? That's not the rear Sebastian used to offer me. I'd check in, he'd check me out, he'd put up the closed sign, we'd head off to the prayer room, I'd drop to my knees and say amen, he'd wipe my chin, give me a wink, hand me a ticket and say thanks for choosing Virgin. I am thankful for our future baby that swastikas have been banned in Australia, as they should be. Did you know, though, that the Nazi uniform was designed by Hugo Boss? Yeah, so Hitler's the reason I look so good tonight. He certainly put the fashion and fascism. With the cost of living, the amount of these suits that I can afford is getting fewer and fewer. I'm currently on pain medication, quite strong stuff too. If you want some, $45 a pill, meet me in the car park afterwards, I'll sort you out. So I was in the chemist the other day and I was having a chat to the pharmacist, really, really handsome guy, like really, really cute. And he says to me, "Mr. Murphy, do you mind if I give you my phone number?" Well, my heart skipped a beat. Luckily, I just refilled in my blood pressure medication, told my partner, made him angry and irritated and insecure. Finally got him to sit up like a dog and bark though. Jealousy, a gay man's aphrodisiac. Works every time. And actually, it's funny because I stumbled across the letter the other day. I hadn't found it for a while. And I pulled it out, and above his phone number and the X's was his name. And you'll never guess what the pharmacist's name was. Sebastian. I haven't got so out of touch that the Sebastians of the world no longer find me attractive. It's just that attraction is no longer found in nightclubs with doof-doof music, with party drugs. No, now it's found under harsh fluorescence with the prescriptions and near the hemorrhoid cream. Because as we all know, being gay is a bumpy ride. That's my time. My name's Ben Murphy. Thank you. Good night.